Hey, Ennis here with Whiteacre Properties. I'm with Mark, our acquisition manager, and today we want to give you some feedback on our seller appointments, our face-to-face appointments. Typically, Debbie from our office reaches out to you, she schedules the appointment, and then we come out, right? So we wanted to give you a little bit more feedback how we handle that process, so you are more comfortable, you know what we talk about and what to expect. But Mark, what do you do next after Debbie schedules the appointment?
So essentially we have a consultative approach. I'll come out and walk the property with you real quick. After that, we'll kind of sit down at the kitchen table and just go over a few different options for you. Really, essentially, it's just based on the seller's needs. And if we're able to come up with an offer or a situation that can be beneficial to you, we're more than happy to go that route, whether it's a listing or a cash offer. Really, it's just dependent on the seller's needs.
So what are some questions that you typically ask the homeowner to help you determine if this is going to go towards a cash offer or more of a listing?
Sure. I guess one of the important questions is why might you be selling the property? Depending on their answer to that, it could lead us down one of two paths, whether it's the cash offer or the listing. Another thing is timeline. Oftentimes, most people try to go the route of a listing, but that's going to be, at least 1.5, 2 months on the short end of things. So if people are looking to move it along a little bit faster, then maybe the cash offer is a better option.
So as far as the benefits of the cash offer, because obviously there are completely two different things, right? Someone accepting a cash offer is looking for different benefits than if someone wants to list. So what are just some benefits for the cash offer?
Yeah, cash offer, honestly, it's a super easy process. Essentially, if we come to terms on price and timeline, closing date, it's literally just signing an agreement and waiting until closing. Few other things, a lot of people oftentimes, their houses need a little bit more work than a property that's going to be listed on the market. So they don't have to do any repairs. We don't do any formal inspections. I'm not a builder by trade, but I know a decent amount about the trade. But we just kind of walk through and get an idea for what the repairs might be on our end. But nothing has to be done by the seller. No repairs needed. They can leave items that they want behind. Oftentimes homeowners are in their houses for 30, 40, 50 years. You accumulate a few things over that time. So yeah, just bring whatever you want to the next location and leave whatever you don't want behind.
Right. And I think something that comes up for us quite often is also the fact that the homeowner can choose the closing date. So they can close in 10 days, it can close in actually as early as 3 or 4 days, but typically it's somewhere between 30 and 45 days, but it's completely at their choice, right? They literally pick the closing date that works for them.
Exactly. So whether it's, the kids graduating from high school or retirement date that they're trying to hit, whether it's 30 days or a year and 30 days, we can kind of give them the flexibility they need, and you don't really get that on the market.
So basically, those are the benefits of the cash offer. Now, let's say that number doesn't work for the homeowner. Obviously, we share the number, the cash offer right there on the spot, but obviously we can't buy every house that we go and see. What if they have a higher expectation on price, or you determine that a listing would be a better route? How does that look?
Sure, and I'll be honest with you, oftentimes the cash offer doesn't make the most sense for the homeowner. Sometimes it's extenuating circumstances that make a cash offer more needed for them, I guess. But oftentimes, everyone knows it right now, it is a seller's market. So everyone kind of wants the top dollar, and that's where we can get them through a listing. Now, I usually tell people there are a few more hoops to jump through for a listing, which is certainly true, and we both know it, but it truly does get top dollar for the property. But you got to be comfortable with people coming in the house for showings, open houses, inspections and things of that nature, which, yeah, getting a deal at the closing table can be tough no matter which way it goes sometimes. The cash offer is typically a lot easier, but listing does yield more value.
So one thing I wanted to make sure that whoever is watching understands is also the fact that when we present the cash offer, there's really no obligation there. We want to create win-win situations. So if that number makes sense and the benefits of the cash offer make sense, then great, we'll work together. If not, we'll discuss the listing, right? And if the listing also is not something that are ready for, then obviously we're happy, we're here to be a resource for you. So typically that's how we handle that process. So I hope all this information was helpful to you guys. And if you're looking for more information on us, please go on our website at whiteacreproperties.com. And if we schedule an appointment with you already, see you soon. Thank you.